Sapio365 pulls the basic data from Microsoft Entra ID and stores it locally on your PC in an encrypted database we call the cache. The cache can get stale, which is not a problem if you're the only admin, but if other admins can also make changes, you won't see them until you refresh your cache. This is easy to do, and Sapio365 will remind you to do it. The Show Info button shows me the last time the cache was updated for each object. I can hit the refresh button at any time to update the cache. Notice the timestamp has updated, and user Aaron Appleby now appears on the list as he was added since my last refresh. The local cache is what Sapio365 shows whenever you request information. But for speed and efficiency, we don't download every bit of information that's out there. For example, we don't include mailbox info by default. In a large enterprise, that would be slow and impractical. We just show the basics. But if there's any additional information you need, you just ask for it. For example, I want to see the manager for my selected users. I'll add the manager column. The manager values are currently empty, and the prompt tells me to use the additional information button to get this information. You can see what information is considered additional and choose whatever you need. Of course, the more you choose, the more time this will take, so just pick what you need. You can see the manager column is now populated for my selected users, and the last query time for those users has changed. Now, some time has passed since I last used Sapio365, and during that time, another admin has made some changes. Notice that Alex Wilbur's manager is still showing as Miriam Graham because that's what's stored in my local cache. I'll refresh again. Sapio365 queries Microsoft Entra ID for any changes and updates my local cache. And now I can see that his manager has changed while I was gone. If you have a highly volatile Entra ID with others making frequent changes, you'll want to refresh often to be sure you have the latest info. Now, this could take a while if you have a lot of data. That's why I like to take advantage of the Sapio365 built-in job called Update Cache of Users, Groups, and Sites. And you can customize this to include whatever is important to you to keep current. You can run this anytime, but the real secret is that you can schedule this job to run automatically at whatever intervals you choose, preferably after hours. This runs as a scheduled task on your computer, so just be sure it's powered up at whatever time interval you configure.